India's wealthiest women are not just rich, they are revolutionaries. From steel to software, biotech to beauty, they've defied odds, lead empires, and rewritten what power looks like. This video uncovers the untold stories behind their billions, and the legacy they're leaving behind. If you're inspired by real stories of wealth, leadership, and unstoppable women, hit that subscribe button, and don't miss a moment of this journey. Cvitri Jindal, $38 billion steel and power queen. When Cvitri Jindal lost her husband, O.P. Jindal, in a tragic helicopter crash, the world expected her to step back. After all, the steel and power empire he built, sprawling, complex, and deeply entrenched in a male-dominated industry, was no place for a grieving widow, many assumed, but instead of retreating into the shadows, Cvitri stunned everyone. She didn't just fill the gap left behind, she redefined what leadership could look like. Thrust into the helm of the JSW Group, one of India's largest industrial conglomerates, she brought with her not only resolve but vision. Cvitri steered the company through a critical transitional period, preserving its momentum while injecting it with fresh direction. Under her leadership, the group scaled new heights, expanding across sectors such as steel production, infrastructure development, thermal and hydroelectric power, and even private aviation. Her empire today is valued at over $38 billion, with operations touching every corner of India's economic engine. What makes her story even more remarkable is how seamlessly she blended business and public service. Cvitri entered politics not as a figurehead but as an elected leader, winning a seat in the Haryana Legislative Assembly and later serving as a cabinet minister. Her work in education, transportation, and women's empowerment has left a tangible mark, and she remains deeply involved in local initiatives that uplift communities while boosting the regional economy. She also oversees educational institutions, charitable foundations, and infrastructure projects that bear the Jindal name, not out of vanity, but out of a deep commitment to her late husband's dream of a modern, self-sufficient India. A private airport now named in his honor stands as a symbol of this legacy. Throughout her journey, Cvitri never chased headlines. Her leadership is deliberate, focused, and driven by results, not fanfare. In boardrooms and political circles alike, she commands respect not through noise but through competence. In a world that often equates strength with aggression, she proves that quiet resilience can be even more powerful. Cvitri Jindal's rise is more than a story of succession. It's a testament to how grief can evolve into greatness, and how a woman can reshape industries and inspire a generation without ever raising her voice. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, biotech pioneer. In 1978, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw stood at the intersection of doubt and destiny. With just $100 in capital and no formal business training, she launched Biocon from a small garage in Bangalore. At the time, India had little understanding of biotechnology, and the notion of a woman leading a science-driven enterprise was nearly unthinkable, rejected by banks and investors simply because of her gender. Kiran pushed forward, transforming what many considered a fool's errand into a billion-dollar global healthcare powerhouse. Biocon started modestly producing industrial enzymes, but Kiran had a broader vision, using biotechnology to make healthcare more accessible and affordable. While global pharmaceutical giants focused on high-cost models, she chose a radically different path. Under her leadership, Biocon evolved into Asia's leading insulin manufacturer, offering life-saving treatments for diabetes, cancer, and autoimmune disorders at a fraction of global prices. This pricing disruption wasn't just was ethical. Kiran challenged an industry to rethink profit over people. Beyond manufacturing, she invested heavily in clinical trials, biosimilar development, and next-gen drug delivery systems. Biocon's R&D centers became hubs of scientific innovation, attracting top-tier talent and elevating India's global standing in pharmaceutical research. These moves positioned Biocon not just as a company, but as a strategic health innovation partner for emerging markets. Kiran didn't stop at business. She's a vocal advocate for STEM education, particularly for underprivileged girls, believing that scientific literacy is the foundation for national progress. Through the Biocon Foundation, she established scholarship programs, health tech incubators, and mobile healthcare units serving India's most remote areas. Her impact on public health infrastructure, especially during health crises, has been pivotal. Today, with a net worth exceeding $3.2 billion, she stands as one of the few self-made women in global biotech. But what sets her apart is not just wealth, it's her unwavering commitment to innovation with purpose. From a lone woman in a garage to a pioneer shaping the future of bioscience, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw is proof that with vision, resilience, and ethical leadership, it's possible to build a business empire that saves lives one molecule at a time. Falguni Nayar, biotech billionaire. At an age when most executives start planning their retirement, Falguni Nayar was just getting started. At 50, she walked away from a high-ranking role as managing director at Kotak, Mahindra, of India's most prestigious investment bank, took a leap into the unpredictable world of beauty retail. But Falguni didn't just launch a company, she launched a revolution. With no prior experience in the beauty industry, she founded Nykaa, an e-commerce startup aimed at redefining how Indian women discover and shop for cosmetics. The timing was bold. India's digital landscape was still maturing, and most beauty purchases happened in local markets, not online. But Falguni had a different vision: to create a direct consumer platform that combined product authenticity, education, and accessibility in a single user experience. Nykaa wasn't just selling lipstick, it was selling confidence. By curating both global and homegrown brands, offering tutorials, and introducing tech-backed personalization tools, the platform gained the trust of millions. It catered not only to metropolitan elites, but also reached Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, where access to beauty products had long been limited. In a culture where many women felt hesitant to walk into a store and ask for makeup, Nykaa offered anonymity, empowerment, and choice all in one tap. What began as a niche platform quickly scaled into a beauty tech empire. In 2021, Nykaa made headlines when it launched its IPO, instantly turning Falguni into India's richest self-made female billionaire. The company's valuation soared to nearly $14 billion at its peak, a testament to both its market fit and the growing potential of India's digital economy. Beyond numbers, Falguni's story is one of timing, intuition, and transformation. She understood that Indian women were not just underserved, they were underestimated. By introducing a seamless blend of content, commerce, and community, she made Nykaa a trusted destination, not just a storefront. Her leadership style remains calm, calculated, and deeply rooted in consumer insight. Even today, she plays an active role in product strategy and digital innovation, ensuring the brand evolves with its audience. She's not chasing trends, she's creating them. In a world where tech founders are often male and under 30, Falguni Nayar proved that it's never too late to rewrite the rules. Her journey isn't just a case study in entrepreneurship, it's a blueprint for building with courage, clarity, and conviction.